passing by. Renji and I just wanted to catch up with you. His collar of the day, sorry he needs a haircut, is the Louis Vuitton Lovers. I got him the new one for his birthday, which was March 31st. And I know it's been a long time since we've seen each other, but I moved. My job offered me an early retirement, so I took it because I didn't want to work forever, and to live in Hawaii without a job was not bueno. So my husband and I made a very fast decision to pack up all of our stuff and move to Texas. So we're Texans, that's what it is. We've been here a couple of weeks now and we like it so far. The people are so nice where we live. The area that we were staying for the weekend when we first arrived here, not so much. But the area where we live is everybody's super nice. So, happy Mother's Day. That includes dog moms, cat moms, aunties, the other aunties, everybody. You know, I was telling my husband today how much I appreciate Mother's Day, and not necessarily for my bio mom, but for my aunt who took over as my mom. And long story short, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, bio or not. For anybody who helped, who was me, was that kid who got, I hate to say it this way, but tossed away or thrown away like trash. To every mother who helped me, whether I called you mom, auntie, or sis, mahalo, seriously. So, this is a luxury channel. Well, you know what? It might just be a retirement channel soon. You never know with me, so there's that. But let me get to my unboxing. I have skipped four unboxings with you guys, but most of it is in a shipping container on its way, and I will catch up with you guys. But me and my friend Angie went to the Louis Vuitton store here in San Antonio, and I believe the store is called La Quintera. I think that is, yeah. And when I went in about maybe 3 years ago, I did not have a good experience in that store. But this time when I went with Angie, complete 180. I had a good experience. The sales girl was really nice. The manager was lovely. It was a good day. And I ordered for Mother's Day and picked up the other day. I know you know what it is because of the draw box. But I got, oops. Oh, and let me side note you this. There is no editing because my computer got boxed up with all of my household goods and personal stuff, so you get what you get for now. And Renji is going to tear this bag up if I leave it there, so that's one thing. And I bought sandals. I thought they were cute. And I wasn't really 100 on this type of sandal for a long time until I bought a pair of Birkenstocks. Yep, I'm wearing them now. Hang on. Yeah, until I got a pair of Birkenstocks, and they became my #1 go-to slide on, let's go anywhere shoes. So hopefully these Louis Vuitton ones will replace them as my everyday ride or die. I don't remember how much they were, but I'm sure they were expensive. They are made in Italy, and yeah, that's that. So let me go back to Texas. You know, it was a hard decision and not a hard decision all in one. We put our house on the market. I think it went on the market last week Friday, so it's been about a week since it's been on the market, and we're just like, come on, please sell for all the monies in the world. And it was a hard decision because after 22 years, I loved it there. I mean, I loved it. I just loved it, period. I love my neighbors, I love my friends, you know, everybody. Even just people who walked by and waved at me at my job every day, I loved it. But I didn't want to take the risk of early retirement was because I had the years, not the age. And I didn't want to take the risk of having to work forever. So it was a now or never, one-time shot, take it or leave it type of thing. And I can't say I was forced to retire because that's not true. I wasn't forced. But when you get a take it or leave it like that and you see the writing on the wall isn't going well for your company, I actually worked for the post office. And I could see the writing on the wall and I was like, oh no. And they already announced who the new postmaster is and I'm like, those guys are gonna be screwed. So anyway, I didn't want to risk it. And we couldn't afford for us to live there. We could afford to live there, but I would be house poor. And I didn't want to live uncomfortably. I don't want to go, oh, I can't go to the movies on Friday because I'm worried about the mortgage payment. I don't want to live like, oh, I can't buy, a pair of overpriced sandals because of my mortgage. I don't want to live like that, and that's just me being honest. I mean, some people like to live house poor. God bless you. I just don't personally. And I didn't want to do that, and my husband didn't want to do that, so we just said, okay, the 13 states that won't tax my pension are, and we drew a line through every one that has a terrible, harsh winter. Sorry, I cannot. I don't like being cold. So that got us down to North and South Carolina, Florida, and Texas. North and South Carolina, easy eliminated. Florida was a tough elimination because we lived there before and we really enjoyed Jacksonville area. And we wouldn't live in Jacksonville, maybe Neptune Beach-ish, or way on the other end, which is north and west, which is Pensacola area. So we thought about that, but then the whole property insurance fiasco that's going on there, we just said no way. So we chose Texas. And then where in Texas, because it's so big, and we chose San Antonio area because one, we have friends here. Angie and my husband has several friends here already. And two, we like the area. We really did. I think that if we were going to go live for the economy, yeah, we could find someplace colder and cheaper, but it would be much colder and I would become literally a shut-in for the entire winter, and I'm not okay with that. So San Antonio has a little bit of everything that we wanted, the weather, the diversity, the climate. Well, if you've ever been here, everybody says that the weather is bipolar, and they are completely accurate. It changes like that. And what we make in profit for our house, we should be able to outright buy a home here, or damn near outright buy a home here, and I'm okay with that. I want to live comfortably in my retirement. We basically just don't want to be poor. That's the honest truth. I don't want to live like I'm poor. Let me rephrase that. I don't want to live like that. And even though my heart will always be in Hawaii, my common sense said move to Texas. So that's why we're Texans. And once all my stuff arrives, maybe I will just do another video about what I've caught up with and all those other things. And thank you for watching. You know your time is important. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. That's pretty much it. That's where I've been, and I don't want this to be a long, drawn out thing. And I'm sorry there's no editing, so if I cursed, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And we are in a very small apartment, but where I'm at right now is the complex has like little meeting rooms that you can just go in and close the door behind you and shoot videos or whatever. And I think that's gonna be where I do my videos from now, because our apartment is really small and it really doesn't have anything worth anything in it. And the pool here has a nice view, and I will, I will spin you guys around and share I better not share the view of the pool with you, because there are people in it, and But trust me, it's a nice pool and it's a nice complex. It's brand new, and we're the first people to live in our apartment, built in our apartment itself. And I think we have maybe 4 or 5 neighbors on our floor already, so that's pretty nice. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thank you for catching up with me, and as always, aloha.